Hey there everybody, what's up and welcome to another episode of the Toy Room Renovation right here on YouTube. This is the Slam Sessions. I'm Albert Albanese, as always. Who else would it be? And we're back again for another episode of the Toy Room Renovation. So this week will probably be a little bit brief. I have two purchases and not a whole ton of work that I did up here. Just because, I kind of mentioned this a couple of weeks ago. This is actually a little bit preemptive. I guess I'll just talk about this real quick. I had a little bit of an error actually on the video that I'm talking about. It uploaded, the screen was all blue. I don't know what happened. Hopefully by now, as you guys have seen, I've uploaded that video by itself, just that little clip. It was just about Big E. But on that same episode, I made mention that I'm going to try to really be cleaning things up and trying to organize things. So that's actually what I spent a lot of time up here doing. I was actually cleaning a lot of stuff up. So the idea is to try to find room for all the stuff that's just kind of like floating around my room or my old room in my parents' house. Kind of put that away so things are out of my way so that I kind of have a clear working space. So that's what I concentrated on today. I got a lot of stuff done. So instead of kind of updating the actual room, I did that. But the positive is that next week I should probably have a lot bigger of a week in terms of ensuring that I get these things out and stuff, because I should now have a little bit more room to kind of figure out what I want to do. So it's a positive and negative, I guess, in a way. This episode might not be too incredible and crazy, but some stuff got done and it was imperative for me to continue. But as always, we have to start off the same way. What's new in my collection? So let's take a look to see what my updates are this week. All right, so for my purchases this week, I got these two figures from the Wrestle Something line from Figure Collections. It's the Chelsea Green and the Luna Vachon. I got the Chelsea on card. The Luna I got a deal on, and it came loose. So I decided, hey, why not? Let's just get it loose. I'm going to open it up anyway. So let's start with Luna. She's out of the package. Super cool figure. I mean, a lot of people have complained about the pose, and I understand that. There's really not much for her to do. She's just got her arms either up or down. The legs don't move. Let's take a look at the back. The gear is really cool, though. And not only that, the face looks great, too. I think they did a really good job. They got the face paint that she usually did on the side of her face on that side. The hair is really cool. I think this is really well done. I think it's going to look really cool next to Bam Bam Bigelow on my shelf. The other one that I got was this Chelsea Green right here. So you can see right there, there's her in the package. We're going to actually do a little unboxing of Chelsea Green, but I just wanted to show you guys what the packaging looked like. Let's take a look at the back here. As you can see on top, the other ones in this series are the Headbangers, Mike Chioda, Effie, Colt Cabana. And on the bottom, they have the Bone Crushers, which Macho Man, Sonny Ono, and the Ultimate Dragon come in a 2-pack. They have Dwayne Gillis Gilbert, the Blue Meanie, and Brian Clark. I actually ordered the Macho Man. As you guys know, I'm a big Macho Man completist, so I'll let you guys know how that is when it comes in. But you have a little bio card here. 5'8", 140, Victoria, BC. She debuted in 2014. She was making an impact on the wrestling world. This former hot mess has made major changes, and now she's ready to rumble. This is a really cool figure, and I'm going to take it out of the package right now. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, so here she is out of the package. I think she looks good. I think the face scan looks pretty solid. She's got the shh hand. It's not the Chelsea Green #1. It's shh, right? The gear looks pretty cool. I know that they made one that's inspired of her major players gear, which I probably would have preferred. But, I got this one, and I think it's going to be fine to put with Matt and Brian up on the display. There's her gear from the back. The hair looks good. They got the boots done really well. You can actually see there's some detail in the boots and stuff, too. Really, really well done. I really like this figure. I think it's going to look really well in my collection next to Matt and Brian. And I think Luna's going to fit right in as well. There she is with everybody else, too. All right, so I made an update to my WWE Women's roster shelf. As you can see there on the left, right in front of Asuka, and in front of Shotzi is Kairi Sane. So as you can see, there's Damage Control there. You got Io, you got Dakota, you got Bayley back there, and now Kairi Sane up in the front. So Kairi just recently made her return. She's going to be on WWE programming for the foreseeable future, so I put her back in with the collection. As you can see, this shelf is starting to really get tight. There's not a lot of wiggle room on here to get any more WWE women's roster members on here, so I might have to expand it to another shelf, which I'm ecstatic about. So I don't know if I've actually mentioned this, but I actually started collecting women's figures way after I collected all the men's figures. So I used to just use my figures in a fig fed. There usually wasn't a big enough women's division back in the day when I would actually play with my figures. And then once the women's division started getting bigger, I had kind of grown out of it. So I'm really happy that my women's collection has actually expanded this much. And I still have Scarlett and Zelina Vega on my shelf with all the other guys. So I think this is awesome. One of these days, these shelves are going to be integrated in together, and the current roster shelf will just kind of be the current roster of both men and women. But right now, I kind of like that I get to have one shelf just completely highlighting all the women of WWE. Okay, and as you can see, I added Chelsea Green here in between Matt and Brian. So I think she fits in really well. I think, she kind of goes. I mean, there aren't really any women's retros at this point. So Figures Collection took a risk, and I think it's kind of paid off. I really like the way this looks. I think it fits well with them. I think it looks right about where it needs to. I don't think it looks out of place. And as a matter of fact, when you talk about that, speaking of not looking out of place, you see Bam Bam and Luna here. Now, Luna looks a little bit petite here next to Bam Bam. Maybe she's a little bit small, but I think she complements him very well. And I kind of like that I get to add her to my collection. And it's really cool to see that now this collection has evolved whereas you can see now this Earl Hebner right here in the front, he's not even a Hasbro figure. That is a Zombie Sailor Toys figure. And then I have this Greg Valentine over here, which again is a Mattel Retro. So I have all of these all just kind of mixed together, and I think it looks really good. That's shelf one. This is the shelf underneath, which I still have some more room on, so I'll be working on that to finish my Hasbro collection, and then to add all these other ones, I'm going to probably eventually have to clear out this side over here to make more room for them. So I'm really happy that I'm making this much progress, that things are coming along so well that I'm running out of this much room. So the collection's coming together. It's really looking great. There it is. It's hard to get it all in one shot, but that's pretty much as best as I can do here. I think it looks awesome, and I'm really happy with the display right now. All right, and that wraps things up for this week. Like I told you, this is going to be a short one. I did get a lot of work done up here today, which is a really good thing. The next thing I have to do is tackle all the boxes that I have. I know I showed you guys in the last time that I had a whole bunch of boxes that were kind of just stacked up that I needed to figure out. So I'm going to break all of them down, put them all together, put them into another box. This way I have them for when I need them. And that's like the next big thing. And then the next thing after that is to reevaluate everything. So I have another shelf that can go up. So I'm hoping that maybe I can use that next week. Or the other idea is that instead of putting up another shelf in the place that I have it, I was thinking of putting a different display piece in there. There's a whole bunch of things that are going on in my head. I'm trying to figure them out as they come along. But as of right now, I'm doing pretty good so far. So I'm sorry this one was a little bit of a short one, but I appreciate you guys tuning in. Hopefully next week I'll have a bigger update for you guys. But thank you for the likes, the subscriptions, and the comments. I really appreciate each and every one of them. You guys are the reasons why I keep doing this. I love the idea that I have this documentation of my toy room, but I like even more that I get to share it with all of you. So please share these around. If you find anybody else that might be interested in them, that'd be great. And hopefully I'll see you guys soon. Thank you guys again for tuning in.